Hi. Well,
You doing?
we're early by 1 minute. Well,
Oh,
welcome and hi. Oh, oops.
how's it?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Let's start at the top of the list. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, hi, love. Love hurts. Crap.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, Mama. Miss Lisa Jones. Miss Trisha, my darling. Yeah, of course. Of course, we had Love Hurts and Lisa Jones saying, well, get on with it already. Uh, you were in the chat too? Hey, Stella. Hey,
Hi,
Miss
Ashley.
Ashley. Oh, haha. Yeah, Mama, we are your little love children. You were a naughty one in your younger years, weren't you? Hey, did you
Did
catch that?
that?
How you doing? Well, I'm glad. I'm so happy that we have Miss Trisha in here.
Hi, Busy Bee.
Hey, Busy Bee. I got a surprise for you. Now, it's not the bestest, but it's something. Something we can work with. So, let me show you. And in case you're wondering where Val is, she's currently having some internet issues, which is quite weird because we just came off of a 4 hour blackout.
Yeah.
Fun times. So yeah, I was busy with a thingy madoodle regulator on our gas stove to connect the new gas bottle. Well, not the new gas bottle, the gas bottle off of our heater to the gas stove that we got so that we could fry some eggs for dinner. Yeah, that was fun doing that in the dark. So yeah. Hey,
Hi,
Miss Tina.
Casey.
Oh, Miss Case. Why do I see a big long name and automatically assume it's Miss Tina? Yeah, I know why. How you doing, Miss Casey? Okay.
Your brain is.
My brain is non-stop farting since I had the C word.
Oh, wouldn't you
We
love to know?
sadly we couldn't do anything in the dark because the kids were still up. So, getting back to why we're so glad to see Miss Trisha over here. Let me show you guys something. Yeah, give it a sec. Oh, isn't it playing the whole thing? Okay, wait. Let's try that again. And I'll just share screen. That'll be easier. Right. So yeah, that is the awesome work that our lovely Miss Trisha does. So if you guys are interested in anything resin made, specifically like that, please hit her up. And I'm sure she'll be taking commissions, won't you, Miss Trisha? So yeah, um, yeah, please, mm, because the first time I saw what she did, I was like, wow. So yeah, I'll ask her send me some pictures. So yeah, the last one came through just as our power went on. So I was like, that's the last one I can put into the videos. Oh, awesome. So dropped it in there, put the music all together, and voila. And so there you go, Miss Trisha. I said to Stella that I will not be emailing it to you until I show it to you on the live stream. So you will be receiving an email right now containing that video. Feel free to use it on your Facebook and yeah, anywhere you want to.
WB buddies.
So yeah. uh, oh, wow. Your internet fixed now?
Not overly.
Not overly.
But
Always.
I actually have something pressing. I can't
Hmm.
actually stay long.
Okay. Well, thanks for dropping by and saying hi. Ah.
Hi, there we are.
Oh,
Hi. I was like, this is a really close up of my very acne out ass face. Please
And I
stop.
was missing.
Hi, Miss Trisha. I love your stuff.
Did you
It
watch
is
the
so
video?
gorgeous. I like totally love the lights and want one in purple.
yeah. Stella likes that purple, the purple one. She was like, "Oh, I love that," and I was like, hmm, "Okay." So that at that point, I knew I'd have to talk to Miss Trisha at some point to actually have a chat with her about that purple one. Well, one similar because I do think that this one Miss Trisha may have sold already, but yeah, Miss Trisha, to show you which one of the pics that you sent through is Stella's favorite would be this one. She loves that one.
I haven't seen that one. Wow.
Somebody else is
It
gonna
was in
love
the
that
video.
one.
I
Oh,
wasn't here for the whole video. I was on the phone and then I have things and stuff and things that wasn't expecting and now I'm going out.
Yeah. Are you going out to have a good time in town?
What?
Are you
There's
going to
more.
have a good time when you go out?
It depends because it was. Thank you, Def Leppard. I'm cheering.
Because you're
Oh,
clearly drooling over going
to
out already.
what?
I said you're clearly drooling over going out already. So
No, my
hmm,
mouth's dry.
you missed the point.
yeah.
The communication is all okay. We're 12 minutes in. Fuckered already today.
Miss
I got out.
Tracy
Stephanie is coming to get me
Okay.
has a birthday.
to have a chit chat.
Her birthday is on the 3rd.
Yeah, which is Sunday.
and it's a day after Little Bell.
Yeah.
Not yet, Miss Ashley. I as soon as the power went came back, we struggled with the internet, so I haven't been on any videos today. But I'll most definitely go and look.
Yeah, we'll both go and look. I know
I actually enjoy your short videos because it's stuff we're not used to. They can hear me.
yeah,
Can you hear me?
but I want to make sure they can hear you because you hardly speak. And in case you missed that, she just told me to go shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't comment. I will, I promise. Yeah. But I can vouch for her on that one though. She was quite bummed when the power went out because that was normally her catch up time.
Oh yeah, what I was saying. I love the short videos because it's something we don't see
No.
with the goats and
When I hear goats, I start giggling.
we need to make a plan to get there so we can shovel some goat shit.
Yeah. We need to go shovel goat shit. Okay, so we missed what Miss Casey said. Okay, so her birthday's on the 3rd of July, which is on Sunday. Good time to live stream, so I'm going to live stream on the 4th in the evening to share. Which that's awesome. We'll be there
That would be nice to see.
because little Valerie, her birthday's on the 2nd, so it's Saturday.
Yeah.
She's turning.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and
never
and
knew that.
we had quite an uncomfortable chat around the table in the dark this evening
Oh,
because
Hey
hey Miss
Pamela.
Pamela, because the kids were we were talking generally, right? And Brendan said something about grandkids, and one day when Stella and I have grandkids, and we're like, "You're so not funny."
getting ready for that
Because
already?
no, because the realization hit right that Brendan Brendan's 17 years old, and he will be turning 18 in November. Right, 18 in November, and next year he'll be finished with school. Not this year, next year he'll be
Yeah.
finished with school. So we had a thought about it because next year Brendan is on his last year of school, and Valerie is starting her first year of school.
Wow. So you're just ending
You
one to begin the other.
you get where that gigantic bugger up just hit us, right?
Wow.
And I was like, at least wait until Valerie's like 7th grade, please. And he's like,
Before your
yeah, okay,
grandchildren
mom.
start school.
He's like, yeah, okay, mom, no problem. And Leo pipes up and she says, what about me? I said, you get to wait 21 more years.
My son dropped his TV remote in my coffee, and I finally fixed it. So I was super
Yay!
excited needed to share it.
Let's give a standing ovation, a round of applause. Did you catch that? We're so proud. Oh, yeah, I got your comment saying that you need uh, a timestamp and a link for that asshole Griff. Um,
Oh, I was like,
you know, no, not you. I'm gonna go have to look for it, and the question is, do I really want to? The only thing that I remember about it was that was the same time that he was actually defending Brad and Lizzie. It was
Flip
in
flop.
that time frame, and he called me Griffin Stella, meaning Griffin Stella, as if Griffin Stella is just one person and that's my name.
Griffin Stella. Griffin Stella. Like
Not
the
so much.
mythical creature, Griffin Stella.
Griffy
Mhm.
Stella. And the reason why Griffy went from Griff to Griffy is because of his dumbass.
Yeah.
Sadly, I couldn't get away from it as much because, I mean, you change your name so completely on YouTube. And it's like, who are you again? So, yeah. Boo. But yeah. Well, I wanted to catch the replay on Miss Tamari's this morning, and I saw that she covered earned the skirt. So it was like, oh damn. I so wanted to watch that replay. But yeah, I'm hoping she still goes ahead and does that at some point because I would love to see it. Yeah, great games make you feel old. Oh, wow. Miss Ashley? Wow.
She has two grandkids and she's only 34.
Okay.
Holy jeez.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ashley, but now I feel a bit better.
I'm
Because
still not
how
Grammy
old am
yet.
I again?
38. Good Lord. You're 18 in a few months. Give or take.
Yeah. Well, then I relate and I don't feel as bad because I'm 38 and I've got a 5, almost 6 year old running around my house. That is the youngest. And the other one's 50 and the other one's 17. And you're combing your hair.
I it's annoying the hell out of me. I'm like, why is this sticking up? And then I remembered Marita telling me to tease your hair when it does that. So I'm like, tease your hair, tease
Tease
your
your
hair.
hair like, hello, baby.
Yeah, that's what she said it was called. Like, confuse your hair. That's what it is. Like if you've got a little bit sticking out and it won't, you go a little like this and a little like that, and then brush it, and it's supposed to make it behave.
Okay, that doesn't work with mine because for some reason I got this that always goes this way and I got that that always goes that way. And yeah. Yeah, Mama, you've been busy. You've been busy, busy, busy. Woodstock was a very good time for you. It even got you in Africa. In Africa. Oh, I love that clip. Mama sent me a clip, a TikTok clip, which is funny. It's this. You can clearly hear it's an African American dude, right? Speaking to this very white lady. And he says to her, what's your name? And she says, Connie. And he says, oh, I hear your accent, Connie. You from around here? And she says, you know, I'm more African American than you. And he's like, how's that? She says, because I was born in Africa. No way. She said, yeah, Zimbabwe. Now, Zimbabwe is above South Africa, right? So it is on the African continent, not part of South Africa, but part of Africa, which was
Uh-huh.
awesome. I mean, when I saw that, I bust out laughing and it was like, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
Oh,
Tina, how are
I got
you
to
doing?
go. I got to go.
Okay.
I I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye. Have fun. Oh, we're alone. Haba. Lusaka. That's awesome, Miss Lisa. That is awesomely awesome. Well, he did take it in good stride. He really did. I must admit, he was like, yeah. So, yeah, if anybody wants to come and say hi and shoot the shit, feel free. Considering the fact that tonight is pretty much us giggling at the world going to shit. What else can we do, right? Oh. So yeah, I was quite surprised and happy in a way. Well, not in a way. I was surprised and happy. I saw a video that Trainwreck dropped on ELP with a very dodgy title. But the thing is, I get her satire and I get her humor. So I was just like, that's brilliant. And I mean, it's the first thing I watched when I woke up this morning. So it was like, that was a giggle I needed. So I left her a comment. I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much for making me giggle. And she replied. And I mean, it was weird to me. It was weird because I've gotten used to creators that really used to be friends, used to consider them friends. And I'll drop a comment and nothing. Or send a message, hi, how you doing? How have you been? Get ignored. So, but I was pleasantly surprised. She wrote back, like, thank you for leaving a comment. And yeah, I to me it's just that. And I mean, I know none of you guys in our family of creators and supporters of channels. I know the supporters of the channels, they feel like they don't exist, like they're invisible. So yeah, it's nice to get just, even if it's just a heart and a thumbs up on whatever comment you may leave under a video or a live stream. I mean, it's good to know that the creator sees you. And I think a lot have gotten to the point where it's just not a thing that they worry about too often. So they just and yeah, mental health. People are needy. It's weird, but fact.
Miss Ashley, it's not. We didn't call him a donkey. We say donkey. That means thank you.
Okay, let's do Afrikaans 101. In Afrikaans, if you say thank you, you say donkey. Not donkey, donkey. Dankie. Donkey. If you say thank you very much, you say buy a donkey. Not buy a donkey, buy a donkey. Thank you very much. Well, directly translated, it's very much thank you. Well, I would have if he didn't take good care of my car. But yeah, so um, buy a donkey may sound weird, but no, we're not telling him to buy an ass or calling him an ass. We're just saying thank you, and that's in Afrikaans. So yeah. Uh, I'm not sorry. Well, that's awesome. I mean, if you ever need any help or anything that I anything that I can help you with your channel, blah, 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 please feel free to shout. Um, believe me, it would be an honor. Uh, well, Miss Lisa, that is just plain what I would call up. You have disagreements with people. I mean, we don't all think the same. So there's no reason to get pissy at somebody for not agreeing with you. I mean, sit and think because I think I may have an idea what that topic may have been. It's got to do with the recent ruling regarding women's rights. Because yeah, that's the one hot topic currently that I could think of that would cause a stir in the chat room. So yeah, but still, even if you do not agree, I personally think that you there's always a way to sort it out, and there's always a way to agree to disagree cordially. That's no problem at all. I am more than happy to clarify situations of your daughter thinking I called somebody an ass.
It's actually funny.
uh, yeah, that's fine, Miss Dina, no problem. I hope you feel better. We're all feeling better, thank you, Miss Lisa. I would actually agree with that. If things cannot be handled respectfully, I agree with you, Miss Lisa. That would be the best way to go. Just like, you know what? If that's the way you want to play it, if that's how you want to handle it, unmod me. And I've had that on quite a few channels. I mean, um, I I would if and yeah, it took me. My brain is in my ass. It did take me a long time to get to the point where, because I mean, I was the same. I can't do stupidity either. Mama, we love you. And we love Papa too. Especially when he begrudgingly comes into the room and goes like, "Where's my breakfast?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry." I gotta love him. Um, but yeah, Ms. Lisa, I agree with you. I mean, you probably know where you met me, right? And it took me a long time because I was constantly being disrespected. constantly been being spoken down to. And I mean, it was not just one channel, it was various. So, and I thought to my, trust me, Stella had quite a few conversations with me about it. It's like, why? Why do you still let this happen? Why do you just let it go? Why don't you open your mouth and say something? Or why don't you turn around and leave? When my problem comes in is I always try to see the good in people until it comes to the point where I can no longer see the good in people because I'm looking at all the other things. So, yeah, from that point on, I had no problem. The Creator treated me disrespectfully, treated me like I was less than, and I had done nothing to them.
Hey, we.
I would say take my wrench and shove it. So, yeah.
Mama said I'll smack that person that chat to my love children.
Oh, I know you will, Mama.
And we's in the building.
Hello, we. How are you doing? How's the closet? How is the closet? Oh, and let me ask one thing. I don't know how many of you guys are out there that record whole live streams and stuff like that. I have one specific live stream that I am currently looking for that is no longer available anywhere on YouTube. Not even a clip channel got it. So, if anybody records live streams like that, just in case, please send me an email. When you send me an email, I'll let you know which one. Because I'm so not going to blast it on this channel. No, it's actually for a little funny clip I want to do pertaining to a whole lot of YouTube content creators. And yeah, just saying it would be blasting it, and I don't want to give it away. So, yeah. You see, we already knows because we's hiding in the closet. So she heard me and Stella talk about it one night, right? That's why she's going, who? But yeah, no, I'm actually trying to make a little, sort of like a South Park movie out of it, pertaining to um, all the different kinds of feuds. And what it looks like from the outside looking in. Now, I'm not talking about legitimate, actual, like that unreal dumbass. Um, it's just like if you sit and think about that time when Ziggy did the freaking 7 hour live stream jumping over Nita's ass, and the um, the Ernie thing with him constantly getting tased and freaking arrested and put in a little jacket to hug himself. Stuff like that. I want to put things like that together. So, yeah, I've got a concept idea. I just got to work it now.
No such thing as a free closet and make me earn my keep.
Oh, yeah, we do. And every now and again, she will, without any doubt. I don't know if she has a sip of tequila before she does that, but she'll like hop out of the closet and say, "Give me pizza, bitch. Give me pizza. Give me pizza. Pizza, bitch. Pizza, pizza, pizza." So yeah, that's when I get creative and say, let's talk YouTube first. Oh yeah,
Oh, did you catch it? Said, would it be something I might add? Well,
possibly.
you can email her.
Yeah. Well, if you were ever in the mood for it, we can always make a funny like in your face Unreal Grip video. I'd love to play like a starring parody role, like Miss Tamari did the other day with Lisa and Peepa and Betty. Yeah, like that. That would be
We says I'm, I'm awful. Us through middle.
awesome.
Why me?
Because you're the quiet one.
I don't know.
And everybody knows that the quiet one is only quiet until she's had enough, and then it's like, grrr! Oh, I'll definitely help you out with that. If we haven't, if he's not irritated yet, we'll definitely get the point across. I'd actually love to get the because I was sitting. When was it that you and I were chatting about it? It was yesterday when when we were sitting chatting about why he has such um a thing against well the gay community against lesbian women specifically.
Will she be able to open it on her phone?
I will try. I'll try my best to send it to you, Miss Trisha. Um well, we were talking yesterday about why he is the way he is. And Stella and I were like chatting about the situation and we were like I said, it's times like these when my inner sarcastic bitch comes out. Sarcastic and truthful. Because there I have no problem telling him that the reason he has such a problem with lesbian women is because lesbian women can treat his wife better. And when she's done, she'll tell him that she doesn't need his teeny weeny anymore. So yeah, that's that for that story.
He's not allowed in my fucking closet.
If you need help with that or anything to spark creative ideas on how exactly to piss him off, please feel free. I promise you, if I can't give you enough ideas, Stella can pipe in, and I'm sure that we would love to take a crack at him too. Oh, I got a naughty idea. I shouldn't. Nope. No. Can you just imagine him walking into his house going, "Who's that?" His wife's going, "Griff! Wrong fucking Griff!"
Ah, she found it.
Okay, awesome. There you go. You see, we will have a bunch of ideas too. Oh, yeah. No, but it was. I found it odd reflecting back on like the week, or more than a week, pretty much the last month that has gone by. Um, all the fights and the bullshit on YouTube was like, ah, because one minute you see this one's fighting with that one, and I gotta say that the one thing, apart from my mama, my family, and we in the closet, that made me laugh was that parody on Miss Tamari's channel, the one that she did with Coco. That that was like, I needed that laugh. I really did, because it was going all gloom and doomy for a bit, and it was just like, it got morbid. It got to the point where I was sitting watching the whole deal, saying, "Is most of this really needed?" Like, for instance, I saw a comment that Mama made on, I just can't remember on whose fight with who it was. She made a comment that this fight, this argument, could have been handled via telephone and private conversation. Why was it necessary to bring it to YouTube? And I agreed with that. So yeah, it was. I was on that point of, uh, no, no more, no more. Don't want to watch YouTube now. And then I saw that live stream that Mr. Bori did, and it was like, I was laying on the floor laughing. Oh yeah, I actually, if you go, I think I saw it on Crafting Through the Lies channel. If you click on Crafting Through the Lies channel on her community tab, she is sharing, what was it, Chroma Diaries, or no, Chroma Clips, a new channel, Chroma Clips, and Chroma Clips actually has a part of that original stream with Betty and Lisa, which was funny because it even had Nicolina's daughter piping in, going, "Who is that and why is she doing it?" Hey there, we. Ah, okay, cool. You got your camera covered, so you're just a little circly thing. Hi. How
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How is everybody? We've all survived, more or less, for another couple of days,
More or less.
right?
Although I was pretty bummed when I saw that live stream didn't happen last night. But yeah, on the
Um,
other hand, I'm also grateful that I was sleeping, because if I was sitting awake waiting for it and it didn't happen, I would have been,
which,
the
give me
one
a clue.
with Crafting Through the Lies last night, that she would have taken another shot at Unreal Griff.
Oh yeah. I think she did do one, but I didn't watch it because it was later than
Yeah,
she could go live. But let's face it, there is so much that you could cover in so many different ways,
yeah,
and it would just sail right over the top of their heads. All it's doing is giving him attention to an extent.
yeah,
So the put down needs to be hard and fast, and then just move on. Because what if it goes on a slow drip?
yeah.
He'll feed off that like a total energy vampire.
Definitely.
He's got nothing else to
It's-
do. You know what he reminds me of? Like a crazy pastor of sorts, like one of those extremely zealous people that stands on the corner of a street and just shouts into the street, not actually talking to anybody or, you know, having any sort of conversation. They're just ranting and raving like a complete loon. And you're like, how many people has that ever convinced? How many people have stopped and went, actually, screaming person, you're quite right. I'm glad that you mentioned it. I'd never heard any of this before. You know, it's so strange. So strange.
You want to know why I don't like the man?
We haven't got that long. You're going to have to keep it short. There's a lot you can.
He looks a lot like Stella's ex-husband.
That'll do. That'll do.
It's for that exact reason why Stella hates him.
Oh my goodness.
I just dislike him. Stella hates him.
Oh my, yeah, that would be triggering AF without question. Be like like the other certain creator who I said reminds me of my mother a bit, where I just go, oh my good God, you can feel every little gene in your body start to twitch in not a good way, and you're like, oh, no, 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 calm yourself, calm yourself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No. But yeah, I was just like, oh, don't get me started on that. Or at least don't get me and we started on that. Miss Lisa.
Oh God. Ladies, what you all aren't aware of, that night that we had that conversation and epic attempt at grounding someone who is so far in the clouds, um that I talked to Griffey and Stella and Val until, like, literally the birds had got up and then some. Poor Griffey, the eyes were hanging out of her head. Stella was snoring and farting like a demon. There was just a lot of things going on. And I'm like, and then this, and then like a hyper excited toddler, and then this happened, and then this other thing happened. And then I was so full of weird energy, like weird. It was so strange. I was like, yeah.
And not only that, when I finally got to the point where I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore, I said, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna sleep. And went to bed and woke up later just to find that we had sent me a Discord message like 5 hours after we already switched off that said, no, I still haven't been to bed yet. So I was like, oh, the poor woman is
It's
scarred.
true. I literally was. I felt like I needed to, I don't know, just, I couldn't, I think because there was just so much, it dragged
Yeah,
up so much stuff that, because obviously there is so much stuff surrounding all of
yeah.
that it just wouldn't stop in my head. It felt like I needed to, I don't know, phone 400 people and go, and you're a piece of shit. And you're a piece of shit as well.
And then
You're still shit.
and then you needed to phone 400 more people and talk to them about your computer accuracy.
Oh, Lord. Look, she's a local. I'll have you. That means that no matter what anyone else has to say, you know nothing, okay? We have the newspaper. We can prove it. That's all you need to know. All right? You can get
I mean,
coupons on a Sunday.
Yeah, I heard that. I actually went back after our live stream that we had. Next day, I went back and I listened to the final part of the live stream that I wasn't there because I was live streaming here. And I was like, is she really
How rude.
fucking talking about coupons? Really?
But that's what she her oh, I feel so bad,
And
but I yeah, yeah.
I'm calling it the Rogers review. Like the fucking
Oh,
chicken we had in the
don't.
yard next door. Roger.
And every time she said RJ's name, she said it differently. Because I also went back and listened to the bit that I had missed, and she was calling him every combination of letter and words that you could possibly put together. It even
Yeah.
got to the point where Q was going RJ. I'm like, okay,
Because we had
stop.
Q-Lock,
Oh,
Q-Lock,
Q-Lock. It's always been Q-Lock.
and Arsidian,
Yeah. Or-
and poor RJ with just
I think
two
that should be
letters.
her troll.
2 letters in his name.
Yeah. Yeah, JR. JR. She went JR, JP.
J.R. Ewing.
Uh, I was waiting for PB and J. There was just going to be any, you name it. It was all going terribly weird, and I'm like, oh my good God. And then she would say, I'm not being rude. Like she was mimicking part of the things I had said to her. And I was like, please don't copy me right now because I mean, no. just do you, love. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So and I mean then with everything she says, no, I'm not going against what you're saying, but I'm just saying that I'm right.
Yeah. I'm just saying you're full of shit because I've got a newspaper, all right?
I got the newspaper. I'm the boss. It's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck off. I got the internet.
Look, do you see whenever you check that internet thing, do you find the Rogers review? No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, but I do find the Rogersville review.
You see, that's how you know you've done fucked up. It's not that. Do you even get a coupon? No, no. There you go. That's how you know you're a fraud.
She needs to send me her food stamps. I'm in a third world country.
Oh, don't.
Oh yeah, let's not forget she's the only local that gets on YouTube.
Yes, there's only one.
Good
Only
night, Miss
it's like
Tina.
the worst version of Highlander ever.
Good night, Miss Tina, and hello there, New Orleans lady. Sorry I missed you just now. I like waved and like no, but that's not good enough. So yeah, hi.
Night night, Tina. Hello, everybody. Again, I'm terrible at reading chat because it makes me nervous. I'm like, if I look, then I remember that there's other people there. Then I start
No,
to get
there
all,
isn't.
oh, be
No, there
quiet,
isn't.
everyone.
We're alone. So tell me your deepest, darkest secrets.
Drop a
I
one in the
promise.
chat to prove that you aren't there.
Press 1 if you're not here.
Press 2 if you're just thinking about it. If everybody
Oh, no.
donated $1, you You can donate or not donate, it's up to you. But if
Yeah.
everybody donated $1, we can afford a whole Happy Meal by the end of this stream. We can all share.
We'll
We
share
can
it.
all take
No
turns with the
problem.
toy. We can have shared custody of the toy. It'll be lovely. We'll all have a
Yeah.
nice wee turn.
We'll do time sharing. But Stella and I will take just one turn. We're nice like that. We'll share our turn.
I mean, that's awfully generous. It is. It is.
Ah,
There are other creators that would never even occur to. Not even
no,
think about it.
they'll
You
be
didn't
like,
even make us wear the Happy Meal. You were literally just going to share it.
we'd really get in trouble if we asked for some Pop Tarts and hooker boots.
Oh Lord. I, when you were talking about I mean, things that you could do, and then knowing full well that it really wouldn't be a very good idea to do because it would be kind of cruel. I mean, the possibilities for parody there are just out of this world. It could be amazing, but it would be terrible as well. I
You
would
know,
feel a wee bit bad. A wee bit bad.
I was asked a while back if I would consider doing a parody type of Nita. And I was like, oh, good lord, you don't want that because
Well,
I
oh,
could,
we we would start a war. It would be an all-out war.
but I'd have to leave my own fucking country after I did that. Because I mean, that's the weird thing, all right? I know you and me specifically, we look at the funny side of things like that. I would
Yeah,
dare somebody to try and do a parody of me. I mean, I'll even go out and try and do the most outrageous live stream that I've ever done in my life and have somebody parody that. I'd love to see
yeah.
it. And I would sit and I would laugh my ass off.
That's because
But
you've
some
got a
people,
sense of humor, love. Most of
but
the
some,
internet does not have that.
yeah, that's sad. That is very,
Yeah.
very sad.
Yeah. You have to be able, it's the same as giving out criticism. If you're going to poke fun at anybody, you have to be able to take it as well.
Yeah,
If you're going to have an opinion about somebody else, you have to be willing to listen to other opinions too. You might
exactly.
not always give them the credit that you took that information in and
Yeah,
tried to do better. But a lot of people just seem to want to exist in a wee vacuum of tell me I'm awesome. I mean, look at Stella. She's one of them. It's horrendous. I'm exhausted keeping up with this woman's ego. Every day it's just like, send me 500 messages. Tell me I'm amazing. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
you're still lucky you're in the closet. I have to live with her.
Gee, thanks.
Love you too. You're awesome.
I'm going to start a domestic now. Oh, God. Abort that plan. We're out of there. Next topic.
I might
Everybody's
need to come
happy.
and hide in the closet later.
Like, it's getting very cozy in here. We're gonna have to stack like slices of bread in here.
Stella? Will you order some pizza? But the pizza is not to eat. I need to take it on a trip.
I'm
Gonna
done
be
with
your
it.
special. Get a wee harness and a wee lead and just walk it round the house. Come on, little
now,
pizza.
now you see, she's even got Mama in her pocket because Mama says it's okay, Stella. We'll make cookies and not share. Oh,
That does sound like favoritism. Favorite, yeah, yeah, yeah. A little, a little. Are they good cookies though?
yeah, they are very good cookies, I must say.
God damn it.
Will you share a cookie with me?
Oh, shit.
Ah, thank you.
um, Casey, it's uncertain as of yet. I have submitted all of my documents to the parole board. Ernie has written me a reference because he's a certified bondsman and skip tracer and all of the things. Um, so yeah, I'm waiting on to see if I'll be allowed out for even work release at some point. Um, but you know, it's getting very stressful. There's only so much a person can do in here. I've tried making friends with everybody. There's been a lot of bars of soap. I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a busy time, a very busy time. There were tiny sandwiches.
Well, at least we did get you the good soap.
Oh, that's good.
Well, you know. Yeah, but you're not meant to use it like a javelin. That's where my problem was. I was like, that's a wee bit harsh. A wee bit harsh. Maybe just, you know. Oh God. Sorry, everybody.
what did you do with your jaw?
That's from smiling so much.
From smiling so much.
No.
Yeah, Ernie wrote her a letter of recommendation.
Yep. It's an official letter. That has been signed by Colonel Shell. Um, when he was at the lawyer's office, Janet was not at that office, but whenever he was at the lawyer's office, um, for all of the lawsuits before everybody goes to jail, he took out 5 minutes and just was like, "Oh, here, let's do this little reference for this stellar individual." So, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort.
But I must say I did like that little part, the last part on the letter that he wrote. We the people shall free the we. That was just
Yes. We the people support the we for we, hashtag we for we. Yes. Although there was something about donate if you want and don't if you don't want to. That there was a whole weird situation going on there at the end. I think he's basically extorting me at this point, but you know, nothing's for free.
yeah, I think he might be too.
He did offer to leave me his little slides that he had been given on his latest stay. But my feet are bigger than his, so Unlike Shelby's boots, or Shelby supposedly fitting into Ernie's 3 sizes smaller boots, it would be a similar situation, you know. It would be weird.
Yeah,
It'd be like wearing child's shoes.
yeah. I heard Ernie has very very small, petite, tiny little feet.
Mm. And hands,
Mm,
apparently, from
yeah,
the person who was never assaulted but claims to have been. And oh my good God.
Mama says only needs $17 for gas to go to court.
Can I get some Polly Pockets on the way past? Just for
Yeah,
and a vape and a sandwich and a fucking donut. Me-
and maybe a coffee.
I need to fix my car, decorate the house, go on holiday for 6 months. Um, do
Help
all
me,
of the things.
YouTube.
Yeah. I haven't finished paying off my student loans here. Can you sort that as well? I've taken out a membership at the local tennis club.
Miss Lisa has a wonderful idea. She says Sharon can send him some big balls to go with
I
those small feet.
think that's part of the problem. That's part of the issue. We need to send him to a vet, rectify that whole situation, and I think, like most males of the species, he would be a lot calmer if we could just reduce the rampaging adolescent but in his 40s hormones. It would help a lot because, good God, man, you're like a very frustrated rabbit. Eh, eh, I'm surprised he is literally not humping trees in the street. The way that he sounds so frustrated all the time. He just needs to get laid or
Yeah,
neutered, possibly, maybe.
because the one thing that I noticed, he's starting to get a lot more girlfriends than what 423 Brad did.
Right, and they're all equally as crazy. I mean, did I say that? What? Uh,
Wait, what? Huh?
I know, right? And it's such a weird little mishmash of people too, because they're not. It's. I mean, like whenever you watch shows like Sister Wives or something, the women mostly, although they may have personality clashes a little bit, because you inevitably do with whoever you lived with, just ask Stella, she'll tell you it's terrible.
Yeah.
Um, but most of them seem to be of a similar ethos, whereas the people he surrounds himself with are also busy fighting with each other all the time. And then tomorrow you'll see them and they're, I love you, you're my best friend, yay. And then a couple of days later, I could kill that bitch. It's such a weird situation. It's very
Yeah.
strange to me. Very strange. No wonder the poor man's head's way.
Mama says, what's that song? I like big balls and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can deny.
You
Yeah,
know,
we
we had
that
quite a
could be a
funny
whole
moment.
thing.
Speaking of Skirney and the shit show that happened there on Miss Q's that night. Um, when you were on Miss Q's and I was busy modding the chat, Leo's dad dropped by to drop her off.
Hmm.
That was just before our live. So He's sitting here, and it was the part where Molly Golightly went up on panel.
Mhm.
And he looked at the situation and was like, who the fuck is that? And we said, that's Molly Golightly. Molly Golightly? We said, yeah, Molly Golightly. So he said, don't you think that's a bit too much plastic? And I was like, well, you said it. I'll just sit here and smile. So, long story short, Big Juicy came out again. So it was like, you see, that's Molly Golightly. Big Juicy. Wipe swap. It's like, she actually went on a farm?
I know, right? My other half will now be so happy that he is not the only man in the world who is aware of Molly Golightly's. See, I went Holly there. Molly Golightly's existence because I have traumatized him by listening to all my. And then this crazy person did this, and then there was this, and then I mean, if you two thought I was bad the other night, my other half has had to listen to that for a solid year of me going, what in the ever living are these people doing?
Yeah. You know, did you catch that? I think my honest opinion, JMO, I think Bernie shaves it all off in order to use the tweezers. That
Well,
that it's the only thing that makes sense to me. He's using the zoom on the camera on his phone. Thank goodness he's not doing that while live streaming. And the tweezer and the torch.
Don't forget the pepper so that it can sneeze.
Oh yeah, he needs pepper for it to sneeze so that he can catch it with the tweezer.
oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Sorry, Mama. We made Mama's tea. Oh.
Jimbo and Thelma stand on the other side of the room with their mouths. What?
Oh. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh my. Out of the nose.
Oh, are you okay, Mama? Because this would normally be the part where I call you to make sure you're okay. We was on a video chat with Mama the other day, and I don't know, I can't even remember what I said, but I said something, and she was mid swallow with a bottle of water, and it was like,
Hello.
so there I could at least go, Mama, you're okay. I'm so sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I can make her laugh. I just don't want her choking on shit.
Yeah, no, that would not be good. Not be
No.
good at all.
Can you imagine being tried for murder all the way in South Africa? If
We
I
know
had
that
to,
that's not possible, though. South Africa doesn't have police or courts or any of those services. It's just a giraffe and a small monkey running around making
Oh,
laws.
on the roof if you want them.
yes, Stella was like, because we presume there's a small child living in the flat upstairs that keeps running around, and it's like doof 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 doof. So Stella was sitting here this morning looking at the roof because it's this doof 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 doof, and she was like, Are you an elephant? And from that point, it was silent. There was nothing more going on.
Sometimes it's the only thing you can do, really, when you're
And
just
then,
like,
of, of course, as Murphy's Law would have it, right after that, Valerie started jumping around. So we were sitting listening for the neighbor downstairs to holler at us if we're elephants.
it's like apartment Jenga of sorts, where it's just like a whole knock-on effect of like who's banging about. Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly.
One
Oh,
of
yeah.
uh, one of our friends was telling me I was having a problem with a person a while back that lived near me, and I think in order to distract me, started telling me this story of how a few years ago he had lived um in like second floor or third floor apartment, and the person above him would make copious amounts of noise every night, literally banger music and all sorts of other stuff. Sometimes some death metal for a mixture. Apparently, he had very eclectic tastes, so there's that, I suppose. Um, but just all night, every night, and like most people, getting up for work in the next morning is not fun whenever you've had literally zero sleep day after day and you're just about to go on a homicidal spree. Um, he got some of those um little speakers, the little Bluetooth speakers and the
Yeah.
separate subwoofer things. Got 3 sets of those and um, cut with a little craft knife type thing. Cut a little recess into the ceiling and inserted all 3 sets so that they were equidistant across the bedroom ceiling. And he would go out to work and then say just blast some randomly bizarre like Teletubbies theme tune or Postman Pat or something, for a solid 15 minutes, just at
Hi,
like
Charity Girl.
11, just bang it out real loud and then dead silence again. So it was just totally random. And because he wasn't even there was nothing they could do about it. It was just like, okay, that's a lot of effort. I'm not, don't want to be cutting holes in the ceiling. Thanks. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, well,
So yeah, you can keep that in mind.
yeah. You see, I'm gonna have problem because like it's concrete. But I'm sure that if I put some wires out through the window and just hoist them up a little bit with a stick, I can like drop the speaker into their window and
Mhm.
do that.
Or we can get Granny with a pogo stick and a helmet and just give her one of those caffeine shots that some other person keeps talking about all the time. Apparently, they give you all the energy. You're just nodding off in 4 seconds. But I mean, full of beans. Take one of those, bouncing around the floor. Should be great. Doing.
I actually laughed because earlier, yeah, I'm gonna overshare with you guys. While we were sitting with no electricity, um, I sent we a message just saying we're sitting without frigging electricity, which sucks ass.
Yeah.
So we'll be online again as soon as we get online, and hopefully we'll be able to live stream tonight because you never know. And we comes up with this great idea out of the closet, telling us we should buy like a tricycle thing and hook it up to a generator and
Yeah,
put Grandma
yeah,
on top of the tricycle.
yeah. Because then it's ecologically friendly as well. Granny gets some exercise. That keeps her nice and healthy.
So, of course, I sat there with my naughtiest smile and started giggling. And Stella was like, "What?" And I'm like, and then Stella started giggling. And then Grandma said, "What you giggling about?" Nothing.
Look, we could have a whole situation. We could get Granny sponsored. We could
Yeah.
have, like, the little lycra shorts, a little lycra shirt. We could tune in to live streams every day. Where's Granny going to go today on her bike? We could pick
Yeah.
routes.
And we need to put a logo across the chest saying Griffey's Grouchy Granny. Hey, that works. Griffey's Grouchy Granny.
Perfect. Perfect. Mwahaha.
Hey there, Cherokee girl. Did you go shopping? That sounds like fun. What'd you buy?
Yeah, anything good? Any nice
Yeah.
things?
Mm-hmm. I bet you if she went lingerie shopping, she won't tell us.
With
I
a
go home and
GoPro.
just nailed that. Oh, it's bloody perfect.
Yeah. Can you just imagine her on the pogo with the GoPro helmet? Doing, doing, doing.
It would be a
Yeah.
whole situation.
Food for the kids that don't stop eating.
Oh, I feel that. Valerie was like, when the electricity went out, she said she wants noodles. So I was like, okay, just let me get the gas stove situation sorted with the gas, and then we'll make you some noodles. She had noodles. Right after the noodles, right after the noodle, she comes to me while I'm busy making eggs for the rest. Oh, Mom, can I have an egg too? It's like, you just had a whole bowl of noodles. Yeah, but I want an egg. But just like that. I don't want it on anything. I just want the egg like that. He was like, okay.
Yeah.
And of all the eggs I made, she got the most perfect one.
Amen.
I agree.
Lordy.
Then after the egg, there was like 15 minutes, and then she wanted an apple.
Yeah. Then Stella had to peel her an apple in the dark. Mama Stella! Mama Stella! I want an apple. And then she almost shoves the freaking knife in mine Stella's faces.
I don't want this.
She's like, "Woo."
Take it off. It's like, it's skin. Take it off.
Yeah. She wants her apple undressed.
Yeah,
Like
Nicky
Cherokee Girl
Apple.
without lingerie. So, yeah. Well, she does quite well, Mama. Because you see, the thing is, it's just these that are like chipped and broken, and the one that came out here.
The rest she eats with the
But the rest she
side
eats with.
teeth.
She just
Look,
doesn't like the skin of an apple.
there are adult
She loves eating.
YouTubers with way less teeth than Valerie
Yeah.
who managed to become models with an international portfolio. So,
Are they the kind that model for Depends?
very possibly.
Okay. Just asking for a friend.
That's so funny, living her best life over there on Twitch. God, she thought that YouTube was going to be harsh with terms of service. It's not going to last very long.
Yeah. Hence why I'm waiting until I can get my heatsink sorted, and then I will stream both YouTube and Twitch while gaming. Then I can do both
That
of
would be
those.
cool.
Right now? Mm-mm. Depends which toothless hookers you're looking for.
Literally depends which all of that sentence, all of it. We are the
Oh,
toothless hookers you're looking for.
oh yeah, I caught that Star Wars reference. These are not the toothless hookers you're looking for.
And, well, I mean, I think it's very obvious by my name that I may like Star Wars a little bit. But
Just a tad.
every time that I see, especially for the past 6 months or so, there seems to have been a resurgence of the terms the good side and the bad side on YouTube.
Yeah.
And honest to God, I have a whole scenario in my head about 90% of the time of people, just giving it loads with a lightsaber and a cloak. Although Ernie would fall over. He would just fucking trip himself up. He would manage to shoot himself without a gun with a cloak. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I have always like a little Star Wars level battle going on in my head with these supposed the good side and the dark side. You're like, where's the Ewoks? We need more Ewoks up in this bitch. There's not enough Ewoks.
Yeah. Most definitely. That one
Right?
I won't ever argue. Need more Ewoks. Who was it the other day that reminded me of Darth Vader? Hmm. I gotta think on that because I really had a Star Wars reference that night. It was like, Luke, I am your father.
I'm just saying, when you get to your point of how dare you, Oklahoma, how dare you? So wrong, but oh so right all at the same time. Um, yeah, that could be a whole series of parodies on their own, really, when you think about it. It would be super easy to overlay some things on
Yeah.
characters. Maybe. Just don't ask me to record anything because, as you know, look, my
Well,
skills
it was
are
just the
limited.
one.
Look, you've never, look, I swear I was so cross. And then in order to take a break from me spending 4 hours trying to find a way to fix it, which I still haven't got it, but I'm gonna fucking get it. Should I have to build a bloody DeLorean myself with a flux capacitor, I will find a way to fix this.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I'm gonna take a nice little break. I'll go and watch some Nicolina, and she'll make me laugh and make everything better in the world. And I'd only been there 2 minutes, and then the stream just went poof, private. And I was like, what? What?
I remember you sent me a message like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. And the minute before that, she'd been pretend doxing herself. That melted my head as well. And I'm like, I came here to unwind, and I feel now entirely more stressed. What is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not good for anybody. Not good for anybody. In the middle of that, we have, the farm lady who I'm going to try and be nice, but it's just to try to make the point. Whose niece is Ernie's ex, okay? And this niece, in a completely unrelated event, was in a terrible accident, and is currently in intensive care. That's not the funny part.
Yeah.
What was both funny and infuriating to me is how this qualified nurse doesn't understand any of the basics of ICU care. And I'm not thinking she should be a specialist or anything, but again, for somebody who worked OBGYN, she didn't know what a spontaneous abortion was either the other day. So I was like, oh my good God, what are we even doing? This was during her own 3-hour abortion stream. So I'm like, what is even happening here?
Yeah.
I was getting very angry. Don't get me wrong. Everybody can have an opinion, but if you're going to present information, maybe just make sure you've got all the details. Maybe
Yeah.
that's all I would ask. And then let people make their own decisions.
Exactly.
So yes, this after the whole incident of Ernie getting out on his little escape / early release / oh my good God, even the psychiatric unit is trying to get rid of Ernie. Jimbo had done a live stream, and he had been busy telling everybody, we just need to keep things calm and all nice and happy for Ernie. Keep it all lovely. And of course, everybody in his chat was like, yeah, because we're the good side and the bad side. Benny will be telling everybody to do this and do that, and they'll be trying to wind Ernie up, and we're going to protect Ernie. Going to protect him and save him, guys. Okay, great, good. Do that. Happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go do that thing. Literally the second Ernie that popped on to live stream, people were in the chat going, do you realize that your ex is in ICU? I mean, maybe just give the man, no matter what you think about him,
Yeah.
good or bad, maybe let somebody talk to him about that information rather than
Yeah. Rather
putting it
than
out.
just,
Yeah.
hey, Chris.
I wanted to shout at people. I was again, as usual, I was very cross. I was like, what the fuck are these people doing? Stop it.
Well, here's a little trolling advice. What you can try the next time when you go into her live stream.
Yeah.
Ask her if she is Daisy the Melker. Because Daisy the Melker was also a nurse. And a serial killer in South Africa.
Yes, she was.
And she was butt ugly.
It's just, I mean, there was also, even just to drive my point home, there was that Ernie had been on the farm stream at one point. about a month ago or so and telling his little tale of woe, showing pictures and stuff about how he had been brutally attacked.
Yeah.
And the injuries that he had received were so bad, he needed skin drafts. And he repeated that about 10 different times. Skin drafts, like a draft underneath the door. And the nurse didn't correct him. In fact, she started using the same terminology. And I'm like, what? Eh? Look at the picture. It's an effing contusion, bruise. You ain't
Yeah.
getting no skin graft. And B, use the right word. Maybe, 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 maybe if we could tie
Yeah.
this man to reality in any way whatsoever, he wouldn't be putting himself in danger 24/7 and everybody else.
Exactly. That
Weird.
is one
Sorry.
one thing that I do agree with. I can't remember if it was Nicolino or Tamari that said it. I think it was Tamari. Um, that said, if Tina really wanted to help Ernie, she would not have let that stream happen.
Right?
I mean, if it was really that he wanted to be on camera and it all had to be documented and all that, you can record without going live.
Look,
So that was
that
a very
sounds
good point on her
way
end.
too much like common sense. Way too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, it does. Does
How
quite a bit.
how are you going to super chat yourself? Your cash app isn't going to fill itself. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
a
It's
dollar and
so
I'll get
sad,
tased one more time.
right? And then the dark side was laughing about it. Yeah, 'cause we're happy all that happened was that he got tased.
Yeah,
Nobody wants anything terrible to happen. But frankly, if you're acting the arsehole and the cops have to subdue you, tasing is the preferable option to most of the other options that were available at that moment. So I think he got away luckily enough.
no problem, Mama. I was just wondering what things that make you go, hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of things that make me go, hmm. Make me go, hmm. Make me go, hmm. And make me go, oh.
Please fill up the cash app so I can get a new set of earbuds, people. Uh,
And a happy meal. We'll share the toy.
I mean, please, please.
Ah, okay. Now I'm with you. It took me a minute, but I get it. So yeah, where are you guys chatting that I didn't see all this funny machinations with things that make you go hmm and confusion, thinking that it was something related to diamond art. How did I miss that? Oh, Mama, I'm I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding, and don't think. Oh, no wonder I
Okay.
wasn't there. That explains it then. Now I know why I wasn't there. Thank you, Chris. So yeah, I'm glad you and Mama figured that out after the confusion and stuff and things. Uh, don't blame your mama. Don't blame me at all. Uh,
I think she mentioned it, Chris. I caught part of that, I think. Because I
oh,
think you were mentioned at one point. Because, yeah. You know the way
that
everything is connected to everybody back to like 40 generations ago, that we all just had the same parents, really? That's how we know all of this is a conspiracy. It's all a setup, you see?
is this the part where we need to get our tinfoil hats?
There is not enough aluminium in the world to be able to achieve that. Not enough.
Yeah, um, I think we'll definitely need to speak to the alum aluminium factories. Um, the tinfoil hat factories, Mama, that
You
make the
heard
foil.
me. You heard me, Aquahuma. We say it properly. Aluminium. We put in all the letters,
Yeah,
all of them. You steal letters from that lovely word to come up with aluminum. No,
yes.
it's not aluminum. It's aluminium. Not
Well,
aluminum.
well, that is the funny thing as well because I know in America it's aluminum. I know in
Yes.
Canada it's also aluminum.
Yes.
In the UK it's aluminium, like you just said,
Yes.
and in South Africa it's aluminium.
Yes. See, we're correct. Everybody else is wrong. That's what you basically just said. I'm with you on this.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
There you go, Mama. We said it your way. Aluminum. Well, we like to shut some letters up. We're going to DEFCON 5. They assaulted our way of speaking by saying aluminium.
That's how they get all the letters for the alphabet companies. They're able to steal them from other places and secretly rearrange them into a super force of new letters ready to dominate the planet.
Yeah, and now we have to collect $5 for tinfoil hats for everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
And once again, we'll be generous, Stella and myself, and we will share one tinfoil hat. We'll just play Ring a Ring a Rosies really fast.
yeah.
Okay, tinfoil or Reynolds wrap? We don't have Reynolds wrap.
We don't
What do
have
we have?
Reynolds wrap either. Bakerfoil?
What's our brand?
I don't know.
We gotta go look up what our brand is because we don't have Reynolds wrap. So yeah, but yeah, tinfoil. We can agree on that. Tinfoil.
When you say Reynolds wrap, is that a brand name of tinfoil? Or is it like saran wrap? Is it the stretchy cling film stuff? Explain to the dodgy foreigners what your products are. What are these alien items that you have?
Wow. Completely off topic, but R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years in prison for human trafficking.
Yep, excellent.
Excellent.
Between that and Julian Maxwell getting her 20 years, great.
Yeah.
Success.
Perfect.
No, tinfoil.
No, tin foil.
Go for it.
Yeah. Or Bakeofoil is one of the brands here. That would be probably our biggest one. BAKO, Bakeofoil.
Mm, yeah. Can you just imagine how funky we'd all look walking around with tinfoil hats?
It would be stellar. It
Well,
really
we'll
would
still
be.
look better than some of the loonies on the Pride Parade walking around like naked. Wish I could give them a tinfoil hat to cover up.
Right. We could make them tiny private tinfoil hats.
We'll make you a tiny tinfoil hat.
To keep your tiny little soldiers safe.
Yes. And snug.
Yeah.
Hey, Shania Ellison. Long time no see. So happy to see you. Thank you for coming. Who's attacking my phone? Oh, yeah. You see, there you go.
We're also glad.
That's why. That's why Mama is our Mama. You see, because you guys have Reynolds wrap, right? So, Mama, being the awesome Mama that she is, our brand is Glad. So, let's see if this works. I'm not as good as Jody Sue Brown. Bear with me.
Oh, look.
You see, our
You
brand.
need to start wiggling it around for like 5 minutes, back, forward, make little grunting noises at the same time if possible. Start
so
twisting the
yeah,
phone so no one can see it, really.
so yeah, we also have Glad wrap, and Glad makes tinfoil for us too.
Cherokee Girl says, okay, for those in the United States, your hat will be $15 because of an hot tinfoil company in Kentucky decided to shut down because it was more cost effective to shut down while the gas prices were high.
Okay,
Isn't that
so
crazy?
$15 per tinfoil little hat.
Aluminium foil.
$30 if you want the one for your actual upstairs head. Come on now, people. It's us. It's a bargain. It's a discounted price.
Times are tough, people, and you have to realize that, it is a small price to pay for your safety, both mentally and genitally. Protect all of the things. Get your tinfoil
Yeah.
hat today.
Save a Ernie. And America is the only country that sells plastic wrap that sticks to itself. Other countries' plastic wrap doesn't do that.
Ours do.
Ours do as well. So there's one for you. The plastic wrap over here does stick to itself as well. Yes, of course. We can most definitely do them with rhinestones and bedazzle them. We will incorporate Miss Trisha and Bonksy to help us with the bling bling of the tinfoil hatty thing.
Well, I hope you realize that Bonksy will have us also making a reptilian line for, all of the tiny dragons. They need their own little tinfoil hats. Got to protect them
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
There's no
Most
point in making
definitely.
them for my dogs. They're mental. But there's no saving those two. No amount of tinfoil.
Wow. I think I'll work on a children's line as well. We the people need to protect the children.
Like from cradle to grave, we're going to do everything from newborn to nonagenarian. We're doing the whole range. For every season of life, for every season in the year. We're doing all of it. We'd
Yeah.
be like the new version of, I don't know, Uggs or something, but with hats.
Yeah.
Aluminium hats.
Oh yeah, Mama. You know how much grief we gave her about playing with that clay because we saw it when it was just a tiny little shaft. It didn't have the ears yet, and it didn't have like the face. It was just that little. And we were like, "That needy, are you?" And she was like, "Oh, oh, no, 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 no! Ah, it's a dragon."
Download tried to convince Tina that I was a reptilian by saying things like I had a RH blood type and I was allergic to the sun.
Oh my god. Wonder was that the information she was turning into the deputies that she's written up a whole report on you now? See? Confirmed. We have the messages.
Oh, but
It's
the other thing
proof.
that made me giggle as well was when that unreal Griff tried to dox Anna and turned out with the information of a 60-year-old woman with like three grandkids. Was like, damn,
Well, then you look really good for a 60-year-old.
damn, did you catch that? Where's that well?
Between him and Ernie, how the hell do these people even find their own arsehole at times? Because, to be honest, they have no. I mean, they haven't a clue what they're doing. They're just throwing shit out there, hoping at some point, or just that other people believe it. I think that's all that they need. It doesn't matter that it's right or
Yeah.
so wrong for the rest of the population that it's right for them.
I
Crazy.
want to know where my damn husband is because I just found out about him. You should actually ask Griff if he consummated that marriage because you had
Oh
no clue
God.
and were not involved.
Oh God. Ugh.
And then congratulate him by sending him a tube of Vaseline. Congratulations, sorry for your luck.
The dude is obsessed. One of my other friends and I used to sit and chat whenever he would go live every night going, he is he is laser focused on Benny's butt. Like I
Yeah.
mean laser focused. To the point of look, dude, I mean if you just want a picture, I'm sure if you just ask him, he would be happy to help you out. It might solve a lot of issues. We might all
Yeah.
be a lot happier in the world. You know,
Mm,
it's so weird.
I got to a point where I got so tired of. I mean, I think I subscribed to him for the first like 2 months,
Yeah,
and
same.
then I was like, no, no. But I must say, to me, it was more a personal thing than the actual fact that he sucks ass. Um, to me, it
He
was more
wishes
the
he did.
name. The name was bothersome to me. So I was just like, no, I don't want to see it. Nope, 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 nope. And yeah, then he went off the deep end, and then off the rails,
Yeah.
and then off the wagon.
Yeah. And now Jodie Sue is cuddling up to him because of Ernie's recent indisposal. Um, it's like, what are we? I mean, if people aren't trolling on the internet like they want to make them believe, of all the people you're going to seek as an ally, this is your guy. I mean, these are your people. What are you doing? Why?
Yeah, there, there is one thing that I found hilarious and very common among certain people on YouTube, like for instance Jody Sue and Lizzie and Brad and various other people as well. Why is that the most shady and most shifty of YouTube run to Griff to cover their back?
Right?
I mean, if I was being bombarded and attacked and threatened and all that type of crap, and I needed some defending, Griff would be the last person I'd call.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, it's really strange how I always find it quite strange how people do go from or to polar opposites as well, like on a what seems like the flip of a coin. How you loved Creator A for a long time or supported them a lot. And then now that you have fallen out with them, don't like them anymore, everything they have ever done is obviously terrible. Everything. They've never been right about a single thing. And the opposite side that you were part of criticizing is now 100% correct. No, that just means that you had no thought whatsoever. We don't need no, people shouldn't need to be told what to think. You shouldn't need
Yeah.
to have it, you know, these are the good people and these are the bad ones. He's a bad guy. It's it's just so odd to me. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm so trustworthy, but let me tell you all the stuff I learned over the past year." And you're like, what?"
Speaking of, the other day, I was on my YouTube home screen, right? And this
Mhm.
community post came up, ironically enough, from that Griff. And it was an email. Now, if you want to talk douche on douche action, that was just priceless. The email that he sent to AB to try and convince AB that Benny Keys is hacking him and has done all this other crap, and he would like to extend an olive branch to AB because he would just love if AB got behind the Stronger Together movement. And it was like an email that long, and say, yeah, I know we've had our problems in the past, but I would love if you would get behind on this Stronger Together thing. And also including and Tiffany Marie as well. I know I've said some bad things in the past, but I have grown mentally. What?
Oh, you're definitely mental, son. You're definitely mental.
But The thing that got me rolling with laughter was AB's reply. Had nothing to do with the Stronger Together movement. Had nothing to do with the obvious fact that Griff was trying to kiss his ass. It was just Benny isn't hacking anybody, Griff.
Yeah. Why it's
Priceless. If I could give one, just one compliment to a douchebag with the name of AB, it would have been that. That was awesome.
the only thing that would be better than that is just a simple no. No.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else. No.
Hey, we Scottish more.
We Scottish more. We have two we's in the building again.
Hello, Deputy Wee.
Yeah. How are you doing, wee Scottish more? Been seeing you in chats lately and been happy to see you in chats lately.
Yeah. I was literally thinking about that yesterday. I was, some of the names and things that we all were around together way months and months ago, and then, YouTube happens,
Yeah.
and then you sort of still end up gravitating toward each other at some point. It's nice to see rather than things getting all weird or whatever. It's good to see people.
Most,
I like to see people.
most definitely. There, I could not agree more. Because, yeah, I mean, but one of the things that was just alarming was at what rapid rate some of those YouTubers that we thought the world of, that we followed, the mask slipped off and it's like, hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood douchebag. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? When did that happen?
Yeah.
You were such a nice person. Mm, okay. You
Yeah.
were only
It's fun. It's like having, a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, when you're a teenager. You know that that's not going to be your life partner, but you're sort of like, I like you. You seem okay. We're,
yeah.
I like you most of the time. That's all right. But
Yeah.
it comes to a point where they do something and you're just like, okay, we're done now. I don't like you no more. I finished
I,
now. Bye bye.
I mean, for some, it came as quick as the moment monetization hit, the arsehole came out.
Mm.
Because then it was all Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Send me super chats.
One
So,
of no, go on, go on.
but the other ones was just overnight. I, I don't get it. Why not just be you? If you're an asshole, be proud of being an asshole. But don't come on and make people believe you're this person, and then when you don't feel like it anymore, like, no, this is the real me.
Hi, Sassy.
Hey, Sassy Brenda. Note to self: wear bib when eating cornbread, or your bra will irritate. Oh yeah.
It's funny though how that does change on a knife edge as well. Like For is a slightly different. And yes, Lisa, you're definitely my right hand woman. You're guaranteed. You butter all the bread for the tiny sandwiches. Um, there was someone yesterday. I'm not going to mention their name, and it will be understandable why. But this person has a channel, and um, to cut a long story short, they had been caught out telling some rather extreme stories. I say stories because, again, I didn't live that person's life, so I cannot swear whether anything is true or not true. But whenever you're pretty sure things are a lie, let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Um, Whenever that person was being addressed, because it has been going on now for a couple of months with different people coming out with different things and trying to point it out to this person, all that they kept saying yesterday was, and I'm sorry, this might trigger people in one way, but I hope that you understand, because it's something that is important to me. It mentions the unaliving of yourself. This person started to repeatedly threaten to unalive themselves, because in their words, the only reason that they were being tackled in any way was because they wanted to take down their channel. And I'm like, no, that's not what's happening here. People are telling you on a fundamental level that what you're saying and doing is wrong. It's nothing to do with YouTube, money,
Yeah.
whether we're in the street, whether we're in my house. It would still be the wrong thing to do this.
Yeah.
But their interpretation of it was that it was about her YouTube channel. And I was just like, how do you even get through when that's the mental gymnastics that person has had to do to protect themselves
Yeah.
in some way from any consequences? It's so weird, but it was like almost a reenactment of previous issues with different people. It just seems to crop up a lot,
Yeah.
like the ultimate trump card for people. It's infuriating.
Well,
Infuriating.
I've had some dealings like that
Uh-huh.
with an
Mhm.
individual.
Mhm.
I've had dealings like that in the past with just going off on a live stream, or the next minute like just getting this voice clip saying I'm just gonna do this, and
Yeah.
after a while you do your best to try and help them. You do
Yep.
try your best to try and lift them up, but as it happens so repeatedly,
Yep.
you get to the point where you even feel that you're being ruthless, but you get to the point where you would just say, just do it and get it over with already because you're wasting my time.
Yeah.
This this is just looking for sympathy. And then what happens? They get so offended that you told them to go ahead and do it. That you told them, I'm done because it's just a pity party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've literally my own little oversharing moment. I've literally seen that in person w-
Yeah.
within my own family of someone um almost abusing that situation,
Yeah.
and inevitably other people's frustrations coming to the point of saying, And it is just frustration by that point because there's only so much anybody can take. And that's even when you care and love about a person and you're there and able to do something. It gets more impossible the further away they are in all sorts of the word. It's just it really feels like for as much as you can report a stream on YouTube for, you know, potential self-harm and whatever,
Yeah.
it does feel like there should be a better warning system of sorts, but in order to do that, people would need to give, their, addresses and stuff. I know that they can figure it out and have done it, but, you know, to literally make it as simple as somebody sitting somewhere with a computer deliberately just goes, okay, that person is in active danger,
Yeah.
details are automatically sent to local emergency services. That would, I feel like if I would have no problem having a username with my name and my picture and all of those things
Yeah.
if everybody had to do it.
Yeah.
But whenever it's a slightly uneven playing field, I'm like, no, I'm fine for now. And if people think I'm not a real person because, I have a little picture of a skull, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll live with it. It's okay.
You're the little white dot that talks.
Yes, yes. I know I'm going to have to get myself a little better picture for this thing up there. Like, I don't know. Just a wee
Yeah, well, I
person
like that
peeping
big.
out of a cupboard.
I love that big W. It looks like winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, we were just talking about the fuckery going on YouTube.
Yeah.
All the nutty nutters and the egotistical people and the god complexes aplenty and if you love my channel you gotta cash app me because if you do not then get out. Yeah, it's we're giggling at the stupidity of it all.
Yeah. The I run an open channel. I want to encourage debate, swiftly followed by I saw you in that channel. Get out of my chat. You're like, what? You get whiplash so quickly. You're just like, no. I think you'll find I can go where I want. Cheers.
And I've quite recently, I mean, how I've been feeling the last while, and I thought to myself, you know what, I need to branch out a little
Yeah.
because it's not only for myself, but I felt I needed to go and listen to all options, even if I do not agree,
Yeah.
because I thought to myself, you know what, it's all fine and good for me to say anybody is able to go into a chat room and talk to people and basically communicate with them, sit and chat in the chat room, even if it's somebody that you do not agree with, you can be respectful.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to experiment with this a little. I am going to go into every single live stream and I'm going to attempt at that. But
Mm-hmm.
there's also a second part to this experiment. I'm going to wait for somebody to tell me, oh, I saw you in this person's chat and that person's chat, and you're not allowed over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part where I'm going to say, okay, you see, that is the bullshit we got to stop. Because then I have
Yeah.
proof of that. Then I
Yeah.
have something that I can say in your face. Due to the fact that you've seen me in how many chat rooms, how many people's channels, I don't go around starting shit with anybody. I go in there, I greet everyone, I sit and listen, and I comment. But I'm never disrespectful, not rude.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But it doesn't matter as long as your people make assumptions about you because they will not you, just
people
you,
in general.
everybody.
Yeah,
Um, that if you were ever in a chat of a creator that they didn't like at some point, well then you're obviously just, a POS. That's obviously proof forevermore that because somebody else did something, you're a terrible person. Or because you can, like, I can, for example, Tiffany Marie, I can turn around and say, I feel bad that I didn't see a lot of her behaviors a lot
yeah,
sooner. But I still thought initially, even though she wouldn't be my usual type of person, for example, I thought she was trying to do good things for Summer.
yeah,
And I really feel like for a while she was trying to do that. And then for whatever reason that changed. But
yeah,
I can accept in myself now that was my mistake just as much as the reasons why I don't like her. It's the same thing I'm always saying, we all have our own accountability. And I think
yeah,
just the same way you're saying about wanting to go in and speak to more people, if anything, I feel like it's made me turn the opposite way.
yeah,
I still watch all of the things from different places, new things, trying to, like you say, get, more information or from a different side of the argument. But I'm more reticent to speak
yeah.
because of it. Because I'm just like, I can't go through all of this all over again. I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
Now, one thing, don't get me wrong, I won't go to TMs and I definitely won't go to ABs. There, I won't even attempt to be silly, drunk, or stupid enough to ever go in there. Because I know the moment I say hi, I get the block party. The only reason why I haven't yet is because I haven't been there. But I know Tiffany Marie hates my ass because I called her out on her candle bullshit when Incognito Mode did that video calling out Miss Sharon about the quilts, saying that she is profiting off of Summer's back by giving her members summer quilts, which is
Yeah.
not fucking happening. It's not happening. It never happened. So yeah, so I mean, I went and called that out. I said, "Now that's complete and utter bullshit." But you sitting here on your high horse, it's okay for Tiffany Marie to sell candles and for AB to sell weed across borders, right? That's fine. That's no problem. But Lord forbid Miss Sharon accept a super chat for a fabric fund. Oh, good Lord, get your Bible because she's sinned. So yeah,
Yeah.
then she made a little trolling video just for me, just because I opened my damn mouth and wrote in her comment section.
So fucking pathetic, though. So
Yeah,
pathetic. It's like, why are you bothered so much by the fact that, I don't like you or I can see that you're doing this? I'm not saying you went out and murdered squirrels on a Saturday afternoon. I'm not making shit up. I'm saying what you actually did.
yeah,
Everybody knows you did this thing. We were there. we were literally there. Why can't you just say you did that?
yeah.
So odd.
I mean, that is exactly right. If you did something, just admit to it. That's the end of it. But this continuous denial, when there is so much proof that you did, that's just really,
Yep, totally agree. Like, who do you think you are? George Clooney or something? Do you think you have millions in the bank? No, you're going to be back here tomorrow talking about stuff. You're literally working a gig that depends on having an audience. It doesn't work for anybody.
yeah,
Alienating the very people that support you. And in order to do that, you need to be able to recognize all the parts of your personality. And one is that you're inevitably, no matter how hard you work or research, again, people always point to people like, oh, Stephanie Harlow or Christina Randall or Kendall Ray. All of them have had their own drama points
yeah,
at times, not always of their own creation, but it happens because it happens to all of us in life. And especially when your life is on more public display, people want to find the salacious thing, or people want to act crazy just because they can. It
exactly.
happens. It happens to everybody, but how you handle it afterwards, again, like Chase, if he'd have just came back and went, I'm sorry, I wanted to do X, Y, and Z and I couldn't do it. I didn't have that money. I was
Yeah,
all sorts of messed up and I messed it up. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I think a lot of people would have understood it in some way. Not
yeah,
saying everybody would have supported him, but it would have maybe made sense on some sort of level. Whereas when you just go, no, 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 I didn't do that, and you're like, well, I have video of you actually doing this. You see this video? This is you doing the thing. This is you
yeah,
doing the thing, and you're telling me you didn't do the thing.
yeah,
What are we? How does that work?
exactly.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Did you catch it? That a while back, someone asked me if I was Jodie Sue Brown. I told her she almost made me throw my phone out the window.
Oh my lord.
But
Did
yeah,
anybody catch
yeah,
Jodie Sue's stream yesterday where she was basically talking mad shit to Bullhorn Betty in the chat? Who- Um,
no,
oh, it was a whole situation, a whole situation. And long story short, Jodie Sue was meant to go for treatment, apparently, but because of the stalkers, harassers, and YouTubers, she has to take a series of private cars. She can't drive herself for the treatment. So the person who was meant to come and take her couldn't take her, and apparently there was an accident. So she thought the most natural thing to do would be to do a live stream outside of Starbucks, as you do, uh, telling us how the reason she has to be so careful is because they're still being followed everywhere, and people taking down number plates and registrations and doing all the things. So that's why you couldn't possibly take hospital transport. It has to be private car. And that would mean she couldn't have her treatment, and how terrible that was. But
uh huh,
before she even got into that story properly, Bill Horn Betty popped up in the chat and was asking her stuff. And for the want of a better phrase, Jodie Sue went full Tiffany Marie. Like her Padawan, she was ready for it. That girl has absorbed some information there and was she was saying all of the things, not just saying, I don't like you as a human, I don't want to talk to you, go away. It was everything from tearing apart Betty's hair to the way that somebody else speaks to making fun of the fact that she gave two shits about the dogs at one point. And it was like, you really are a nasty, nasty person. You're
Yeah.
actually being really horrible. You could just say, I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you, get out. That would do.
If I need some comic relief, I really need to go and watch that.
Oh, it was so weird. I was just like, what is even happening here?
I can only imagine.
Yeah. And if you notice how she speaks, now I'm
Yeah.
going to put part of it down to adrenaline whenever she's all worked up and on one, as we would say. But whenever she is asked to explain something, Jodie Sue will mumble
Yeah.
an awful lot. As you've noticed, I've been calling her Boomhar for months and months. It made me so happy that I found another person who had been doing the same thing independently. It it made me feel seen in the world. Um, but she mumbles a bit like a toddler whenever you're telling them off, and then, they don't want to acknowledge that, or a puppy, when they
Yeah.
don't want to acknowledge that they're being told off. But yet, whenever she feels she's in the right, her diction, her pronunciation of all of the words is way better. And she moves her mouth properly, as in you can see her mouth, her lips move, her cheeks move, her tongue moves. So I always find that super interesting to see the difference between what is essentially mumble rap at certain points slash
Yeah.
nodding into the full into the full ranty Jodie Sue nasty bish piece of work where it's such an extreme where it's like, girl, you could just try to communicate a wee bit better. Maybe people wouldn't hate you all the time. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Did you? Do you guys remember when the video of her inviting people to the clan's cross burning in the forest was leaked? No, I missed that.
Remember the video?
That laugh. That laugh says everything.
That was some video where she was like, okay, guys, I need you we're going to meet tonight. You're going to wash off your perfume. We're going to basically run through the woods. It's no place for any sort of scaredy cat. You've got to be ready to take it all on, sort of thing. Just meet me. And I was like, what, at the third tree on the left? Where the, oh, holy fuck, are we meeting you? So many, for an organized person, it left a lot to be unraveled. But it just weird things. And then she tried to say that she was part of Antifa and that what they were really doing, and this was months later, she tried to say that she was part of Antifa and what they were really doing was meeting up to spy and, I quote, disband a meeting of the KKK. And I'm like, all right, bitch, what are you doing? You're not you're not the fucking Ben Hill A team that's going out to submit vigilante justice on these, hardened racists. Apparently half in the nude. What are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. Just don't do that. Crazy person.
I'm with you where the wind blows. I mean, it seems I missed a lot.
The This is why I
It,
think so many people get frustrated. There's so much in this one case that can change your opinion on a person. There are so many details like that that we all assume that everybody else knows.
yeah,
And then it's frustrating as hell when people go, "Oh, you're just picking on a survivor." And I'm like, "No, I'm a survivor too. I'm allowed to say I don't like someone.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
okay."
that's the one thing with Jody Sue. Yeah, I hear you, Mama. It's almost bedtime. I promise. One thing that to me it's kind of common sense, but it's only common sense to those who know. Obviously, if you were to take patterns, right? A victim, a survivor, whether it be DVSA, any form of abuse,
Yeah.
specifically when it was from childhood, those
Yeah.
people do not go and become abusers
Right?
themselves. They become those that narcissists target because they are such easy targets. They turn into such people pleasing that they're easy to get to, right? So
Yeah.
you you don't when you've been abused like that, you won't go out and abuse others.
Right? Right? E-
So
And on the
yeah,
same, on the exactly dovetailing into that, the same way Jodie Sue will keep saying about how I mean, how messed up it was that her now ex said something terrible about seeing, or that her daughter would end up similar to Summer. Would you like to go missing like Summer did?
yeah,
But then instead of not repeating that in front of your child on a public platform, instead of doing that, she is making her accept that and the fact
yeah,
that they are being followed, stalked, harassed, all of the things 24/7. And then equally making fun of people who will watch her videos and say that they saw someone in the background. It's like, well, bitch, you've just told us you're being followed by half of your county. If that
yeah,
is the case, we should see a literal conga line behind your truck. There is
yeah,
not. So either you're not telling the truth, which many of us see,
yeah,
and you're encouraging. Ziggy said it perfectly a few nights ago. Are you encouraging your children to be dishonest? Are you asking them to lie for you? And
exactly.
it really hit me like a gut punch because she doesn't have many moments like that where she's so forceful. But I was like, oh, that's cold but accurate. So
And that
fucking accurate.
and that is another thing that's difficult for the rest of us to go. You know, there was one time that Ziggy was right,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
just like we had to say that one time. You know, that
Yeah.
one time Tiffany Marie was right. She's still a
God damn
bitch,
it. Yeah.
but she was right.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, but did you catch that? Like you said, hurt people hurt people. I That phrase has been misconstrued so much that it's a
Yeah.
narcissist's best toy,
Yeah.
because it's not the fact that hurt people hurt people. Hurt people annoy the rest and hurt them to some extent with the pain and the anxiety that comes with everything that they've been through while they're trying to deal with, get over it, and do better. Yeah, but hurt people don't hurt people. That's why you'll see me going, like the first time, I was still on Nita's. When we listened to Jody Sue's first Facebook videos that she did, and
Yeah.
I was asked there, what's your opinion of this woman? To me, she was lying through her ass. Because I don't only look at the person and their behavior and do I believe what she says? Is she making me believe her words?
Yeah.
I also look at her tells, basically. Like you're playing poker with her.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep. And
she
there are a
has a
lot. There
fuck
are a
ton of
lot.
tells. And those she repeats so prominently, it's not even funny.
And even with that, I saw those similar things where I sort of thought, okay, I don't think you're telling the truth about all of the things,
Yeah,
or possibly even half of them. But this is where it gets all screwed up because I was like, if you're genuinely telling me you're in danger, I will give you the opportunity. If I can help you in some way to get out
yeah,
of that, maybe that is the one thing that you'll need to be able to turn your life around. So I don't feel bad about when people say, oh, she used people. Maybe,
yeah,
but as well as that, people want to help, especially those who have been in that situation themselves. Where it
yeah,
gets fucked up and very annoying is whenever that is then turned into a bad thing by that same person, when those who did the good thing to help her by offering her safety on the literal flick of a switch, where thousands of people every day would be able to turn their entire life around with that. People who live in fear every day who will never get that support because it's just not available to them. And you make a mockery of it because what they think you what they wanted something from you. No, bitch. Nobody wanted anything. Nothing from you. They did it for your children. And maybe if you
yeah,
could try and be a better mum yourself instead of spending 15 hours a day ranting at Benny and Penny, you might see your
yeah.
kids once in a while, possibly, while they're still, young and at home.
I mean that's
You love them
another
so
thing.
much, right?
That's the other thing that gets me so mad and pissed off. These people are so obsessed with YouTube and being on live streams that their children are suffering for it.
Yep.
As you said, and if you go and look, do I ever live stream during the day while I need to do things with my kids? I mean, I used to live stream when when I had to go and fetch my kids at school.
Yeah.
Right, I did a ride along.
Yes, I remember
But
that.
other than that, I live stream at night when my kids are already in bed sleeping. I don't you don't see me um like putting the microphone off or blanking out the camera. Get them up to
Or
bed.
screaming at a squealing baby to stop crying because you're doing a live. I mean,
Yeah,
I saw that recently and I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bitch?
yeah,
We Scottish males swear to this. I was like, every gene in my Celtic body was ready to go. If I swear, if we were on the same continent, I would drag you by the hair, lady, for doing
yeah,
that. What is wrong with you?
exactly. I mean, if you didn't think about it, Like me and Stella, you guys are our family. But never in a million years would I choose a live stream if one of my kids needed me. I mean, if I had a live stream scheduled for like 10 p.m. my time, 11 p.m. my time, and one of the kids um, were up and they were sick or not feeling well or they bumped their head or fell off their bed or whatever the case may be,
Yep.
I would click cancel. And after I've sorted my kids and know that everything is fine and they're good and everything is shanana, then I'll come and make a short video and say, listen, sorry, I didn't do the live stream. I had to cancel the scheduled live. I had a personal emergency.
Yep. And I don't think that there's a single person who wouldn't support it as
Yeah,
well. It's when it gets crazy with, like you say, that almost addicted feedback. And I saw that happen very quickly with Jodie, so that frightened me, even when I was still supporting her or trying to support her, thinking, okay, even though she wouldn't, again, not my type of person, but if you're genuinely telling me you're in danger, let's rectify that. That's more important than anything I think or feel.
yeah,
Um, but some people get addicted to that very, very quickly, like that almost quick fix of having somebody there for them 24/7.
exactly.
It's very strange, very strange. I don't even want to fucking talk to myself 24/7. I'm not going to inflict that on anybody else. Straight, apart from Griffey and Stella, they're like, right, it's
Yeah,
been 23 and a half hours. Maybe you could shut up now. Maybe, maybe. Then Stella
very
kicks
true.
me. It's terrible.
Very true, Mama. There is no way on this lovely blue and green earth that I would send my child to a gas station at 11:30 to go and buy a pizza in Pedoville. Nope, sorry. I mean, I would not even let Stella go and
Yeah.
buy a pizza at 11:30 at night. There is no way. And Stella would not allow me to go and buy a pizza at 11:30 at night.
Yep. Same, same.
No.
My other half well, he's a few years younger than me. Hello, ladies. I did well. I did well. But but at the same time, he laughs at me a little bit whenever I get anxious about going, okay, just let me know I'm not a clingy person, but I'm like, if you're going to England or whatever, which he was last week, I was like, just let me know that you get there safely.
Yeah,
That's all I need to know. Just let me know that you're there safe and sound. I
yeah,
don't need to know who you're with 24/7, what you're doing. I don't need to know all of those details. But,
yeah,
just periodically let me know you're still alive. I'm good with that. But I find the same thing no matter who it is, especially if you've ever lost people in
yeah,
in all of the senses of that word. You become very protective and it's hard to reach that balance. I find
yeah,
it especially fucking insane considering the things that we all have talked about and see on a daily basis and how some people are just so blasé, like it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not saying hide in the house and never leave, but some people are exceptionally reckless and you're like with other people's safety. It's so strange to me. So
yeah.
strange.
Oh, you're lying. You don't know me. You know you're 25. Quit playing. But yeah. Well, Mama is going to give me a hiding because it is quarter to 1 a.m. in the morning over here. So yeah. But
Yes.
thank you very much for joining us, everybody. And yeah, next time, please hop up panel. Give us your opinions and thoughts about this. I mean, because if you sit and think about it, we're all in this community together. And what happens when good people do nothing and say nothing?
Yep.
So your thoughts and your feelings and how you feel, what you're experiencing will always be welcome here. That's one thing you don't know me mentioned a bit earlier that I've also experienced. I cannot stand it if somebody on a live stream starts screaming at me. Screaming at me, screaming at one of their followers, screaming at one of their moderators, whoever. You treat people with respect. There's no reason to scream at them.
Yep.
So, yeah, just know that you guys will always, your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings will always be valid and welcome over here. So, feel free to share them. We love you plenty. I don't know, you still got something to say?
Oh God, you know me. I never shut up. That's not true. I I literally go from one extreme to the other. I go, say nothing, nothing, nothing. Here's all the things. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I've been saving them up for a week. Boom.
Here's all the
No.
things.
No,
So,
thank you very much for having me. But yes, everybody in chat, you're all going to have to come up and take turns. Otherwise, Griffey and Stella have to listen to me all the time. So, what I'm saying is, you know that whole accountability thing we were talking about earlier? It's
yeah,
your responsibility, not mine. Your
yeah,
responsibility that I'm up here.
I
So,
know,
next time, you need to
which is
get up
why I'm
here
keeping
and
you up
fix
here. Which is
it.
why I'm keeping you up here. You see, you're part of that sporadic surprise that nobody expects because they see
Yeah.
this W and they don't know what to expect. So the next minute you just hear wow and you go ah!
They're not using their real name. They haven't got a picture and they're not from Tennessee. Guaranteed fraud. Boom. Take it,
Mhm,
fuckers.
scammer. Uh, but yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We love you plenty. And we'll definitely see you again on the live stream on Sunday.
Whoop, whoop.
And yeah, hopefully Saturday I'll be able to get my computer a bit better and then hopefully we can do that gaming live streaming thing too. I'm hoping. I'm not promising this time. So yeah. But love you plenty and thank you for being here.
Love ya.
Okay. Love you
Bye.
all. Bye.